Did you know that in Switzerland it's illegal to flush the toilet in an apartment after 10 p.m.? Or that in Arizona it's against the law for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub? Sounds like something out of a comedy sketch, but these are real laws that still exist today. Across the world, and even in your own hometown, there are bizarre laws on the books that will leave you scratching your head. Some were created centuries ago and just never got repealed. Others? They're weirdly specific responses to very real events. From chewing gum bans in Singapore to fines for not smiling in Milan, to laws protecting salmon from suspicious behavior in the UK. Yes, really, these strange rules show just how weird, wonderful, and downright hilarious human society can be. In today's video, we're diving into the strange, the silly, and the completely surreal. You'll hear about laws you didn't even know existed, and definitely one believe are real. So sit back, hit that like button if you enjoy the weird side of history, and let's explore 10 of the strangest laws from around the world. Don't worry, you won't get arrested for watching. Order 10. Switzerland. No toilet flushing. After 10 p.m. In Switzerland, apartment dwellers are technically not allowed to flush the toilet after 10 p.m. The idea? To avoid disturbing neighbors with late-night noise. While it's not always strictly enforced, it reflects Switzerland's deep respect for peace and quiet. Imagine sneaking into your own bathroom like a ninja not to use it, but to not flush it. Welcome to the land of chocolate, watches, and toilet etiquette. Order 9. Singapore. Chewing gum is banned. If you love chewing gum, think twice before popping a piece in Singapore. Since 1992, importing or selling gum has been banned all because of people sticking it on trains, elevators, and public benches. Today, the rule has slightly relaxed for medical gum, like nicotine patches, but regular chewing gum is still illegal. It's probably the only country where a stick of Wrigley's could make you a criminal. Number 8. Arizona, USA. No donkeys in bathtubs. In Arizona, it's illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub. Why? Because in the 1920s, a flood swept away a rancher's home and his donkey, who was napping in a bathtub. The donkey survived, but the rescue mission was so chaotic the town passed a law to prevent it from happening again. So, yes, this rule exists because of one very relaxed donkey and one very bad storm. Number 7. United Kingdom. Handling salmon suspiciously. Under the UK's Salmon Act of 1986, it's illegal to handle salmon in suspicious circumstances. What does that even mean? Good question. It's meant to stop illegal fish trading, but the wording makes it sound like a fishy version of a spy movie. Are you holding that salmon suspiciously? Are you loitering near the docks with a fillet in your pocket? Then yes, you might be a suspect. Seoul, Japan. Waistlines are regulated. In Japan, there's actually a national metabo law that requires companies and local governments to measure the waistlines of employees aged 40 to 74. If your waist is over the set limit, vive. Milan, Italy. It's illegal not to smile. In Milan, an old law technically requires citizens to smile in public unless they re-attending a funeral or visiting someone in the hospital. This quirky ordinance was introduced to promote civic happiness and good spirits. Though it's rarely enforced, it means that walking around with a frown could, in theory, land you in hot water. So, when in Milan, do as the Milanese do. Smile or else. 4. Western Australia potato limits. In Western Australia, it is illegal to possess more than 50 kilograms of potatoes if you are not part of a licensed potato dealer group. Yes, that's right. Potato smuggling is a real thing. The Potato Marketing Corporation once enforced strict limits to regulate supply. So, if you're ever in Perth with a truck full of spuds, be prepared for some serious side-eye and possibly a fine. Number 3. Denmark. Check for sleeping kids under your car. Before you drive in Denmark, you're expected by law to check underneath your car for sleeping children. While this law may sound absurd, It's rooted in safety, especially in rural areas or near schools where kids used to play in the streets. Still, the visual is wild adults on their hands and knees checking for surprised toddlers like it is a game of hide and seek. Number 2. Florida, USA. No parachuting on Sundays for unmarried women. In Florida, an old law states that an unmarried woman cannot parachute on Sundays. If she does, she could technically face jail time. The origins of this law are murky, but it likely came from outdated ideas of morality and public behavior. While no one's enforcing it today, it remains one of those hilariously outdated rules that makes you wonder what lawmakers were actually thinking. Number 1. France. You can marry a dead person. In France, it's legal under special circumstances to marry someone who's already died. Called posthumous marriage, this law was enacted after a dam tragedy in 1959, allowing grieving fiancés to legally marry their deceased partners. The President of France must approve the request, and the marriage is symbolic, not for legal benefits. Romantic or eerie? You decide. So there you have it, from toilet time restrictions in Switzerland to donkey bathtub bans in Arizona. The world is full of strange, hilarious, and downright head-scratching laws. Some are rooted in history, some in tradition, and some we may never truly understand. But one thing's for sure, they make for a great story. Which law surprised you the most? Or do you know an even weirder one from your own country or state? Drop it in the comments, we might feature it in a future video. If you enjoyed this trip through legal absurdity, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button for more unbelievable facts and stories from around the world. And share this with someone who needs a laugh or a little trivia for their next dinner party. Until next time, stay curious and maybe double-check the local laws before you flush, chew gum, or take your donkey for a nap.